Okay, how many types of essays we have? No, you're very close. We have 5 types. Okay, one is problem and solution. It's the first one. The second one is double questions. Okay, and then you'll get opinion, that's agree or disagree. Then the fourth one is discuss your views or discuss both views. That will be your fourth one. Or you'll get advantages and disadvantages given your opinion. So these are the 5 types of essay. Any one you will be getting. Okay. I've just jotted down some tips and a structure to be followed for IELTS writing task 2. Okay. The word limit 280 is a very good essay. Okay, but quantity does not matter, quality does. Okay, if you have like 280 words plus, and if your essay isn't good, then it's not a good essay. Okay, so coming here, you have to have one introduction. Okay, you can have 2 or 3 paragraphs. Okay, and then one conclusion. You have to have 4 to 5 paragraphs altogether. So, one introduction, 2 or 3 paragraphs, and one conclusion. So, what you should write in an introduction? First, the first sentence, you have to write a general statement. Supposing you are talking about money is power. You have to give in your general statement as of how money is power. Okay, and then you have to rewrite the question in your own way. You have to paraphrase the question. They will give you a question, right? Supposing it's agree or disagree, that if you agree to money is power, and the question is that, so you have to rephrase it in your own words. If you don't do that, you lose points. Okay, make sure you rephrase it in your own words. And then you have to write, the third sentence will be, this essay will discuss, and what you're going to tell in your essay. Okay, so sentence 1 will give a general statement. Sentence 2, you have to rephrase, paraphrase the question. The third one, what you're going to discuss in your essay. Okay, the paragraph, again, the paragraph 1, 2 and 3 will follow the same rule. You have to introduce the topic, sentence and the main idea. If you're going to agree that money is power, you have to give the point why, the reason. You have to give it a solid evidence. What are the evidence you can give that money is power? Politicians? Doctors? Exactly. So that's the evidence. Okay, you can give 1 point, 1 evidence, or in a paragraph you can give 1 point and 1 evidence, or you can give 2 points and 2 evidence. But it's better to have just 1 point and 1 evidence so that you don't cross your word limit. Okay, so your sentence 4 and 5 will have the evidence, and 6 you will conclude your paragraph. So if you are agreeing in this paragraph, so you will say that I am agreeing to this. Okay, so you will conclude your paragraph. Or sometimes you might get a question like this. Let me read this out. Every year, more and more students choose to study online rather than attending classes on campus. Okay? And then, what do you think are the causes of this? Okay? What solutions can you suggest? So, you have 2 questions in this. So, this is double questions. So, if in that case, your paragraph 1 will answer one question. Your paragraph 2, you will answer the other one. So, in your paragraph 1, you will answer for what do you think are the causes of this. And in your paragraph 2, you will answer what solutions can you suggest. Okay. Rule number 1, you should never deviate from anything. If you start off agreeing to it, conclude by agreeing. Because if you go in with disagree, you will make things complicated. Okay, so money is power. You are starting again with agreeing to it. You can give in one example, evidence for doctor. The another in your next paragraph, you can say, who else can you say? Politicians. If you're going to disagree and agree, then you can give in doctor and politicians here, and then you can go in for disagree by you can say that teachers teach so many students, but they aren't paid well as the businessmen and the politicians. You can go in for that if you're disagreeing, but you must know which side you're on. If you started with, if your first and the second paragraph is on agreeing, you cannot conclude by disagreeing it. Okay, never introduce anything new in your conclusion. Your conclusion should conclude all your 4 paragraphs. Okay, if you introduce something new, you have to give in an evidence, which makes things complicated. So better conclude. Your conclusion should have 3 to 4 sentences, not more than that. Okay, so is this clear till paragraph 2? Any doubts? No? In your conclusion, again, you have to conclude the general topic and you have to conclude the main idea, what you're trying to convey. Okay? Given reasons, at least have 10 to 15 vocabularies in your essay. 10 to 15 vocabularies. If you're a person who writes more than 350 words, use vocabulary words instead of sentences. Okay? See, I'll give you a basic one. Soldiers struggle a lot to save the country. This is simple sentence. How will you make it with a rich vocabulary? What are the words you can use in order? Martyred, sacrifice. So those are vocabularies. Soldiers sacrifice their life to save their country. Okay? You see, if I'm saying soldiers of the country sacrificed for their nation, you're adding on words, unnecessary words.
They dedicate their life.
Yeah, dedicated their life. Yes, perfect. Okay, so unnecessary words try to avoid. Put in vocabularies instead of a long sentence. Okay, you have to have 15 vocabularies. Now, why have I written this? These are the complex words to use it in a complex sentence. You have to use in order you get 7 and above. After, although, as, because. See, these are connecting words. Okay, which makes your essay look rich. If you use language like this, see, I'm using provided that rather than, which means your language is high. So it's very good you use these kind of words instead of going in for a smaller one. Okay, so coming back, see, a calculation which I did so that you will get 280 words in your essay. Okay, so introduction you can put in 55 words. Okay, and in your paragraph 1 you can put in 85 words. In your paragraph 2 you can put in 85 words. And in the conclusion you can put 55. So overall you get 280 words. Okay, see, take 4 to 5 minutes. 55, which will bring like 3 to 4 lines, that's all, sentences. Okay, always take 3 to 4 minutes to analyze your question. See, I read the question, read it once again and find out what type of a question it is. Now I gave you the question. That was a double question. It had two questions. So you get your paragraph 1 and 2 in your question. You get it? If you get an agree or disagree, again, you have to find out what type of a question it is. And then you will you plan your essay. Without planning, you cannot write.